Hi there, Virgo. I hope that you're well. Today we're going to be taking a look at your no contact situation. We're going to be starting off with these oracle cards. So here we have Oblivion number 20, open your arms. Here we have Desire with number 3. Here we have Anger and Chains, number 29, breaks down to an 11. And then we have Wassily Kandinsky, transcend systems to find spirit, hear music through sight, and begin with a dot. I feel like there's this wanting to let go from you or from the other person. It could be both. I feel like there is this wanting to let go, but it's like you often find yourself wanting that situation again. You often find yourself wanting that person again. Maybe it wasn't something that was for you. Also because with this anger and chains, there's a lot of resentment. There's a lot of anger still towards that other person and also towards yourself because you cannot manage to let go. There's still this lingering desire as if there was like some kind of an unfinished business. That's something that we're going to be seeing with the tarot. We're going to be, seeing as well where this desire comes from. But it's like, you have this fear at this time to just let go and wander down a path that doesn't require you to be thinking about this person or to be with this person 24/7. Maybe there is an element of obsession as well. It could be that you've been with this person for so long, so now it's very, very difficult to function in life without them. Absolutely understandable. But I feel like it's not something that you're supposed to be doing all at once, It's not some kind of a letting go that you're supposed to be doing all together. Just start off with the baby steps, maybe whenever you think that your mind is obsessing a little bit too much over them, you can, take a few deep breaths and then bring yourself to the present moment, maybe get distracted with something, but like actively try not to think about them this much. There is this element, I feel like it's more about being afraid of the unknown rather than wanting to actually go back to this person. It's very, very common. Honestly, there are people that think, oh, I'm still in love with them. No, even if it was a very complicated situation, especially if it was a very complicated situation, it's not this wanting to go back to them. It's the fact that it's very complicated to just focus on yourself without really thinking about anybody else, because it's easier to channel our love, to channel our attention onto other people than it is to channel it onto us. So basically us being obsessed with an ex or whatever, it's that, it's that way to channel everything that we are and everything that we have onto somebody else because it's easier. Okay, let's see with the tarot what we get. Okay, so here we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, there is nostalgia from both of you. Here we have the Ten of Swords. Here we have the Two of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting as well like some kind of a soul connection vibe, whether it's karmic, whether it's a soulmate. If you really want a real answer as to what it is that you guys are, you already know it. Just be brave enough to tell yourself the truth. Then here we have the Five of Pentacles. And here we have the Eight of Wands. Yep, you guys really do miss each other a lot. And I feel like, in spite of how long it has been, there is still nostalgia. I think that you guys were really capable of understanding each other at a very deep level. And it's very rare to find someone that understands you so deep, to be talking to someone and not even having to explain yourself that much because the other person just gets you, they just get you. And it's very rare. So I understand why there is this missing each other from both parts, because it was something ultimately very, very compassionate as well. But I feel like with this Ten of Swords, perhaps it just had to end, I'm getting as well past life vibes with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. There's still an element of abandonment here. It could be that you thought that this person was some kind of person, but then, their shadow side just came out and it was something that you were not really ready to deal with. It's something that you did not want to deal with, or was something too triggering. It was something that maybe recreated some past traumas that you had and that you were working on. So It is hard. I can see why it's very hard. I believe that you guys would literally run back to each other if you guys had the chance, but I sense like this is one of those situations that will remain as what could have been, you know, something like that. Let's see what else we get here, just to have more insight. Here we have the Magician. Here we have Death. Here we have the Fool. And here we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is meant to be one of those situations that is just like, what would have happened? You know, what if, whatever. You know, there's a lot of question marks in your head. And I feel like it's the fact that this relationship never got consumed all the way is also what keeps you guessing, is also what keeps you with this desire to go back, you know, even if it's just for a couple months, but wanting to go back to just get at the bottom of it. Because I feel like maybe this relationship wasn't even lived at its fullest potential. So it's like, what could have been? But I feel like there are absolutely some abandonment issues, either from you or from them or both. And that's what really got in the way. You know, when you have abandonment issues and then you get triggered even when the smallest of things, and then you try maybe to pick up an argument, and then, you know, you act shady, you do some shady shit behind the person's back just to alleviate that feeling of, oh my God, I think that this person is about to abandon me, you know? So it could be that someone was acting a little bit shady as well, and that it's something that you were not really dealing with. With this Two of Swords, it could be as well that this person wasn't making an actual move on you, as in being official, making the relationship official, or, you know, just take it up a notch, you know, just take the commitment up a notch, just to show you that you guys were actually going somewhere and that you weren't just there wasting your time, just enjoying each other's company, but it's like you actually wanted to know that you guys were going somewhere. And you obviously wanted proof of that, you know, by this person making a move or something, or maybe you even talked about it and they just took a step back and they were like, I'm not ready for this, I'm not ready for that. Meanwhile, you were. And obviously, nobody has the amount of time to be waiting around for someone else, you know? Even if maybe you waited for them for some time and they still said no, if you're the one that walked away, good on you, honestly. Really good for you, to be honest. With this Magician, I feel like one of you is trying to manifest the other in some way. But with this Death and this Fool, I'm getting that, you know, it's time to move on and it's time for something new. So just remember, whenever you think, what if, what would have happened, what this, what that, if it didn't happen, it's for your highest good. You were not meant to go back there to check what could have been, because the amount of pain maybe is going to be too much to handle. It's not for your evolution. You have already done what you had to do in this lifetime with this person. You've already done that, and to go back would just mean repeating some cycles that you actually do not want to relive. If it didn't happen, it's because you're being protected. So just take this information and move on with it. If this is not happening, it's because you actually deserve something better. If one of you actually did have some kind of abandonment issues, the connection that you think that you had was not entirely there. Because when someone has wounds that are unhealed, they are emotionally unavailable up to a degree. A real soulmate connection, a real connection with another human being, is when both of you are extremely ready to be vulnerable and to let the guards down. People that have abandonment issues do not have their guard down. So you could have connected with some things, but not entirely, because of this abandonment issues, because of these walls being up, because of this looking over one's shoulder, because this paranoia of what is this person doing, why aren't they texting me back, blah, 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 blah. There's no real connection there, unfortunately. So take this information with you and know that you deserve something better. I don't know what happened there. Know that you deserve something better, okay? All right, there's all that I have for you. If it made sense, please let me know, and we're going to be seeing each other next time, okay? Bye-bye.